4 years, Richard Osman has transformed himself from a TV presenter into a best-selling author of the decade.
His Thursday Murder Club series is being adapted by Steven Spielberg. Oh, all right, Rich. All right, Rich. And an A-list cast. And now his brand new book, We Solve Murders, achieved one of the best first weeks of sale since records began, which is unbelievable.
Despite all of that, despite being labelled the king of crime, he said he'd be terrible at playing detective, but he joined us now. Really, would you be a terrible detective?
Oh, yeah, if I watch any crime show on TV, I can never... My mum would always... You'd watch the first 2 minutes of a morse. She goes, oh, that's his brother-in-law.
What, she just knew straight away?
Yeah, you think, I don't need to watch the next 8 hours now? Whereas I never know. I suspend disbelief.
She was a big inspiration for you, Mum, in the first series.
My mum, yeah, because she lives in a retirement community surrounded by these amazing older people who had all these incredible skills. And that's where Thursday Murder Club came from, really, is thinking that, you know, these people have these skills which we don't use anymore. And actually, if someone did commit a murder anywhere near them, I mean, my mum would solve a murder. If you murdered someone next door to my mum, what? Don't.
If you're planning on it,
she will get you.
Forget it, guys.
I mean, don't anyway.
No, but if you were, don't do it next
to
to your mum.
Yeah.
So, this new book, We Solve Murders, 2 main characters.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, I wanted to start a new series. Thursday Murder Club are coming back next year. I've got a father-in-law, daughter-in-law duo, which I thought was quite fun.
Yeah.
And the daughter-in-law is a bodyguard for billionaires, so she's always on private jets and private islands. She's always going around the world. I wanted to write a book. It's got the same sort of British wit and warmth, but where, you know, we're on a global scale. And I thought, well, but I want to send someone around the world who doesn't want to go around the world. So her father-in-law is a retired cop, lives in the New Forest. All he wants in the world is to look after his cat and do the pub quiz every Tuesday.
Loves being at home.
That's all he wants to do.
He's
done his shift. He's got his mates at the pub, but his daughter-in-law, Amy, gets in trouble a long way away. She can only trust one person. It's Steve, her father-in-law, so he has to fly over, and then the two of them have to travel around the world trying to solve a murder.
Is that character based on you? Do you like being at home?
Steve,
Do you like being at home? Do you like chilling out? Have you got a cat?
Really do. Oh, yeah, we've got 2 cats.
See?
Liesl and Lottie. And, yeah, I really like being at home. Isn't that terrible? But, yeah, like, very, very early on, Steve is on a private jet, and he's just furious because he discovers you can't get a Scotch egg. He's just like, just send me. Please send me home. But it's fun. It's fun to do something globetrotting. As I say, it's got... the thing I love is characters. I like, you know, jokes and being funny and, you know, talking about human relationships and stuff. But to send them to Dubai and South Carolina and St. Lucia and all around the world, firstly, it's going to be fun to film.
Yeah.
But secondly, it's funny for me as a British person to write about those very tropical places, but with a very British sensibility.
Yeah, because when you write Thursday Murder Club, I know you've got another one next year, when you write Thursday Murder Club, I guess part of the joy must be extrapolating those characters and finding out more about them and, where you want to put them and stuff. But there must be something about that lovely blank page when you start this and go, where do I want these people to go?
Yeah, it's interesting. I really wanted to write a new series because you have to. You know, I love reading lots of different things. So, I wanted to do something new and introduce people to a new world. And very briefly, I did feel like I was cheating on the Thursday Murder Club characters. For sure.
Did you?
I really did. But then about a month in, firstly, I fell in love with those two, and there's a novelist who Amy looks after called Rosie D'Antonio, who's the world's best-selling novelist. She's like Jackie Collins. So I've got these 3 people. I love writing them so much. And I worked out they're only about an hour and a half away from the Thursday Murder Club as well, if you jump in a car. So I think they all exist in the same world, really.
That is so good.
Have you cast them in your head? Because you know when you write, sometimes you think, oh, who would I like to play that person or that person?
Do you know what? I don't write visually at all. I write just from the heart. I'm entirely vibes-based. I sort of think, well, who are they?
Heart.
Yeah.
How long do you write for, and have you ever got writer's block at all?
Yeah, writers... I try and do a book a year, which doesn't really allow you a lot of time for writer's block, is the truth. The key thing about writing is do it.
Yeah.
And it's better to do 2 hours of bad writing than 0 hours of great writing. You have to get it done. You can make it better tomorrow. So I genuinely, the only thing is sit down and do it. It's like going to the gym sometimes. You don't want to do it. You put your trainers on and you think, OK, I'm going. And it's the same with writing. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write the first word and just stick there for 2 hours.
And I bet you feel so good after you've done it.
Oh, my God. Having written, like having gone to the gym, it's like the best feeling in the world, isn't it?
You tiny desk, tiny mind. Did you have to have, like, space to write? Like, can you write anywhere? Or...
I can sort of write anywhere. We got Liesl, my cat, who's the older cat, was always lovely because she would just sit on the windowsill and be very quiet. Lottie, the new cat, she's a kitten, literally just climbs on my shoulders, climbs on my head, climbs over the keyboard, which I don't mind, but occasionally you do think, I am trying to work here.
Nice.
It's the last time you was on the show, obviously you talked about the fact that, you know, you're going to be working with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
This is actually happening now. The cast is phenomenal. What is that like when you go on set and you're, like, talking to Steven?
Yeah, honestly, it's amazing. I've tried to stay out of the film as much as I can. Other people have written it. Other people, I know, right? I don't have my photo taken with many people. Spielberg.
Oh, you had to do that.
Jedward, I did. That's that's
they
about
are
it.
Together.
I'm saying to Stephen there, I've had my photo taken with Jedward. You know.
It's like, yeah, I'm adapting the life story.
Yeah. It's wonderful. And Dame Helen Mirren, Sir Ben Kingsley, Pierce Brosnan, who's the
Look at it down here. I mean,
world.
Ben Kingsley, David Tennant, Danny May, Celia Emery.
Yeah, my wife's in the film. So
Ingrid's in the film.
Ingrid's in the film. So she's been on set much more than I have. But listen, it's great. And I'm like anyone else who loves the books. I'm looking forward to seeing the film. I don't know what it's
You deal with the books, they deal with the film.
100%
You don't get involved.
that.
You don't go, guys, I think you need to change this.
I just think my job is to make the next Thursday Motor Club book.
Well
But
done.
set visits must be nice because they happen without any pressure, I suppose. And
Oh, yeah. No,
and you're
it's
like,
lovely.
The writer's here, everyone.
Yeah, well, on the day Spielberg was there, we went along. It was a day where there's lots and lots of extras. It was sort of there was a protest scene. There's lots and lots of older supporting artists, and I kind of walk along, and you can see people going, huh? And then they see from behind me Spielberg walks out, and then everyone forgets I'm there, and like the whole place.
Even though
Just
you're so
goes
tall.
absolutely loony. But even like Sir Ben Kingsley, and people are like, oh my God, it's Spielberg. Sorry, is anyone else seeing this?
Yeah.
It looks like Spielberg. It was wonderful.
And very quickly, how is Josie doing? Because she has been on House of Games this week. How'd you find her?
Listen, she's a delight, as you know. Is she going to win World Quiz Championships 2025? I don't know. Watch this space. But the lovely thing about that show is I don't care how good people are at quizzing. The whole point about that show is you come along, you have a laugh, and you get on with people. And, you know, if people don't like quizzing, we just have a laugh and we chat and we gossip.
Yeah.
If people do like quizzing, I let them be competitive. And so someone like Josie, who, as you know, in any room, she makes any room more fun.
Yeah.
Perfect guest
That's lovely.
for us.
Thanks, Rich.
Not that you need any help, but here is the book. It's
Incidentally.
Richard's book, We Solve Murders. It's out now. Congratulations. You're
thank
absolutely
you.
smashing it.
Perfect Christmas
We're
present.
so proud of you.
Sticking around as well.
It is
Yeah.
the perfect Christmas present. There you go.
Books are perfect.
Oh,
It's a little Christmas present from me.
I mean, that
Can you
was
sign
free.
it as well, babe?
Not if it's free. Of course I can sign that.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.